right way, you will only look into the repertory from your limited knowledge of understanding of homeopathy. You will limitedly take some rubrics, and then you will limitedly select a remedy from that rubrics, and it will be a failure. And then you will not know also, because you have not tried to expand your knowledge. What I have seen in my life is that for me, seniority does not concern. If somebody says I am 50 years practicing homeopathy, I will not consider him to be a learned man. But if somebody who has practiced homeopathy for 5 years and developed excellent skills, I will consider him more senior than that guy of 50 years. Because it is at the end of the day the knowledge which is important and not the years of practice. Because many times after years of practice, you just come to your clinic at 9 a.m., leave your clinic at 5 p.m., see patient, collect money, go home, see television and go to sleep. Where is the question of expanding of your knowledge? And even if you are a teacher in the college, you are just teaching the same stuff in the syllabus. That doesn't make you brilliant. Otherwise all teachers would be the best homeopath of the world. But that's not true. At least I have seen in Bombay that thing. Most of the teachers are not at all a good homeopath. A good homeopath will be something somewhere else who has excellent skills. Because that teacher has no time to learn from others. 9 to 5 is busy teaching students. How will he learn from others? Homeopathy is such a good subject. Somebody who is brilliant in repertory will be in Kerala, but somebody who is brilliant in organ will be in Maharashtra. How will you learn from them? If the guy is in Maharashtra, and the Maharashtra guy can't learn from Kerala who is excellent in repertory. So what we need to do is to learn from the masters of that particular area individually. I'll share you my experience that when I passed homeopathy, I learned nothing of clinical medicine, nothing. As I told you, there was no OPD, there was no hospital. How can I learn? It was all theoretical thing. So I took the first train to Calcutta mail via Nagpur, made my whole face black because there was a charcoal train, there is no diesel train, electric train, and went to B.N. Chakravarti, one of the eminent. And what I saw was, he is sitting here and there are 50, 60 patients in his own room, and he will see 10 patients at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. I was wondering how can he, talk with 10 patients at the same time, analyze. He never repertorized the case. He never opened Materia Medica book, hardly. But the remedies that he gave cured the patient. I went multiple times to B.N. Chakravarti to learn from him. What I saw was the art of application of homeopathy, but I learned nothing from him because he cannot teach. There are some teachers who can show but cannot teach. So I could not learn from him, but I saw everything from him. But that's also important. And then subsequently I went to Dr. S.K. Dubey to learn. He was a good teacher. With him I could learn, and with him I could see also. And that was my foundation. Because Calcutta is supposed to be the temple of homeopathy. And that whole senior generation in Calcutta, I started learning from them. Dr. Kanjilal was another teacher of mine. And from them, I really learned Allen's keynote, Nash, old Materia Medica. And after building that particular foundation, I built my own foundation on top of it. And that is how I have progressed. And then I started going abroad. Going abroad also was a miracle in my life. I had just passed 1 year from that licentiate course, and there was a Liga Congress, international Congress, in France, and they were asking for papers. And I wrote a paper on role of carbamide in respiratory acidosis. I said, just let me write now. Maximum I will waste my 5 rupees for foreign postage. What else? I wrote a paper, sent my paper to France, and they said, your paper is accepted for oral presentation. But where is the money? At that time my salary was 150 rupees per month. It was very difficult for me to, my 150 salary used to get over in 5 days. So rest 25 days I was like a begging ball. My students used to bring food for me, and my patient used to bring something for me, and that's how my car used to run. And so to go to France, stay there, present a paper was next to impossible. Of course, college will not help me because college never had money, because there was no interest in homeopathy during our time. The approach road from main road to my college was like a jungle. You have to cross like a cross country, something like that. Fortunately, I found some people who were ready to finance my trip. I had no warm clothing, I had no luggage bag with me, so I took loan from everybody. Somebody's clothes I took, somebody's shoes I took, somebody's bag I took, and I went to France. And then I explained my approach towards carbamide. It was a 25 minutes presentation, but the chairman of that session allowed me to talk for 45 minutes. And when I came down from the stage, many people said, we want you to come to our college and teach, we want you to. And that's how I was the first doctor from Bombay or maybe Maharashtra or maybe India who started teaching abroad. And then I opened almost 26 schools all over Europe, America and the rest of the world on my name. So if you really have some talent, if you really have honeybee will come to you. But you have to work for that kind of quality of education. Understood? So, we will talking about Bovista. I don't know whether you know this remedy or not, but it is one of the good remedy for tumor. So it has got tumor in the, I have just taken rubrics from the repertory. It has got cystic tumor, ganglion tumor, ovarian cyst, ovarian tumor. You can see over here in the repertory also. Can you see? Uterine tumor. Now, this is the repertorial rubric. Tells you something about the tumorous part or the malignant part. But how do we understand Bovista? Now, of course, we have materia medicas, many materia medicas. I would expect that you should read materia medica, those are written till 1964. Materia medica written after 1964 are Xerox of copy. So I would not, because this head of the departments tell the students to do the work and put their name. And students write the book and the principal writes their name. I have seen this every day, regularly in my practice. And they copy from all the sources and they do cut paste, which is not a good thing. Materia medica needs to be written from your own personal experience. So far I have not written a single book on materia medica. I have written a book on individual remedy, but never. Why? Because unless I don't see 50 patients of nux vomica, I have no right to write a materia medica of nux vomica. And if I have to write 5,000 remedies in my book, it's impossible in my life to have personal experience. At some stage I will have to do copy paste and complete my book. And I don't like that idea, to cheat. And that's why I don't write material. Very simple. I write materia medica of those remedies whose experience I have in great detail. So I can write a materia medica on Bovista because I have a lot of experience and pure cases with that. You understood? So better read materia medica post prior to 64 because those are really original, very good materia medica. I have told BJ not to publish books of Indian doctors, but he keeps on publishing and makes money, but this is bad, morally bad. Because most of them are copied. Most of them are copied. Now, to study materia medica, you need some entry points into the remedy. From where will you enter the case? So let's take an example of a father, mother and a child who comes to the clinic. And then the child has some problem. And the mother is complaining to the child, to the homeopath, that my child eats the sweet all the time, you know, and that is why she has a caries in the teeth. Correct? So, the child will say, Mummy, but you also eat the sweet all the time. Now see, the child has exposed the mother. You saw? Or many times, somebody is talking to a doctor about some complaints, and then another person is sitting, or a child, mostly a child or mostly a young boy or a young girl, and she will say, but daddy, you also do this, no? Because the mother will say, my daughter speaks a lot of lies. And the daughter will tell the doctor, they also speak lies. What about that? Don't you see this happens in everybody's clinic regularly? So, if you look at the repertory, whatever I will talk, I will show you from repertory. So there is a rubric . All of you can see the repertory? Yes?
Yes.
There is a rubric known as loquacity open-hearted. And you see over here Bovista. This is the main entry point of Bovista, where now don't confuse this with phosphorus, because phosphorus is also open-hearted person. You follow? But Bovista is very, very open-hearted. Whatever is in the heart, you speak out immediately. Here now I'll tell you a real case. I had a boy of 6 years, and the mother said he is not sleeping because he has got fear of darkness. He gets up from the middle of the sleep and he shouts and shrieks in the sleep, and all the complaints related to the sleep. And I said, when is the child sleeping? And the mother said, the child is sleeping between me and my husband. Do you have any brothers and sisters? No, only child. So, as the mother is describing everything to us, I asked the child, I said, what is wrong with you? Why do you get up from the sleep? There has to be something. Do you see any bad dreams? Do you see some shadows? And he says, I get up because the bed is vibrating. For a minute I thought it's an earthquake, I said, but earthquake doesn't happen every day. And earthquake doesn't happen only in your bedroom, And I said, why your bed? And the mother is telling the boy, you understood, keep quiet. And the boy says, no, but the bed is vibrating. And I get up because of that. Now you see, you saw, the whole situation is down. Is there a fear of dark now? You saw? Very open-hearted, very truthful, told everything. You understood what the parents are doing. And the Govista is the remedy. So this is the way you enter, because there is another rubric. So we will take this rubric over here and we will look over here and look. Truth tells the plain. Now here also you will see Govista.
This is not shown on the.
Oh, it's not shown. Okay, I'll see.
Yes.
Okay? So truth tells the plain. It's another second entry point of Govista. The first entry point was loquacity, open-hearted. And now we'll take naive. Naive means bola. Naive means bola. And you will see Govista over here also. So these 3 points is the first entry point of Govista. Have you all understood? Everybody understood? Yes. Anybody has a doubt? So they are very bola. They tell the truth. Many times some relative wants to come to meet the mother or meet the parents, and the parents will say, we are not at home. But the child will say, Mommy, why do you lie? We are in the house. Or many times the parents will tell the child, tell them I am not at home. Or Mommy, why do you lie? You are in the house, Like that. And the mother will say, keep quiet, I'll slap you tight, So these are all Govista people. They cannot speak lies. They are very honest, very naive, very truthful, and open-hearted. So we have to find out from the patient's history, when they come for palliation, the entry points of a remedy. Every remedy has got 5 to 10 entry points. Once you remember those entry points, you don't have to remember Matriya Medika. because then you exactly know how to enter the case.